Are we rolling? Yes! Hello, and welcome to T's Top 10. If you hear any weird sounds, that would be my dog licking my leg because apparently that's what dogs do. If you see a cat pop up, it's probably Raven demanding my attention. I know, don't you just love my stark white background? It's so creative. Who knew? You see dust flying everywhere? That would be Raven's hair because he just shooketh. He's shooketh. Are you shooketh, Raven? He shooketh. Anyhow, welcome to another T's Top 10, the series where I count down 10 things about that are either personal facts or opinions and just things that I enjoy. Right now, we're going to discuss how many freaking names I have. So, T's Top 10 nicknames. That is this week's episode. Haha. I hate my double chin, but deal with it. So starting off, my very first nickname bestowed upon me at the age of babyhood was Weasel. And the reason I got this nickname is because I am very much like a ferret, or a member of the weasel family, in that if there's a way for me to get involved with something that I want to get involved with, I'll do it. And I'll do it at any cost, too, because apparently that's just what I do. Ferret means little thief in Latin, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I'm dumb. Oh, Raven! Tell us how you feel. Tell us how you really feel, Raven. Oh, me too. But my first nickname was Weasel because, as my dad would say, I'd weasel my way into things. And if you see me looking over, that's because I actually had to write down my list of nicknames on my phone because my memory is not as good as it used to be. My next nickname is Allie Rose. So, because I grew up in ye old southern United States, I had to have a traditional southern name, which turned into the very cute, very girly Allie Rose. And I do love having the name Allie, don't get me wrong. I actually used to hate it, but my nanny, she made me love it again. And I miss her every time that I think about her. This is the time of the year I usually think about her a lot. And Allie is just one of those names that I just happen to like, did not always love, but now it's as much a part of me as Weasel. Since I am the queen of weasels, I wonder how Allie will return to my life. Ah, she already has. She's a character in a book of mine. And that book is on Tapastic and free to read. You like my eyebrow waggle? Anyhow. Next name, Alley Cat. Because I had the name Allie, it was only right that they would call me Alley Cat. Just because, I don't resemble an alley cat in any sort of way, but I guess it works. I guess. Next nickname. The name that I wanted to be called after Allie, or Allie Rose, was Alex. And, well, you have Alex's Animal Kingdom, so obviously the name stuck for a long time. So, Alex's Animal Kingdom, or Alex, excuse me, train of thought just went zipping out the window. But Alex is the next name I chose, and I don't really have much to say about Alex. It's the shortened version of my true name, which is not Alexandra. Excuse you. I don't know why. I just get personally offended when people say that my name is Alexandra. It's not. It's not. But yeah. That is not my name. That's not my name. And we're moving on, because we don't want Alex to start singing. That would be bad. I know, it would be so bad. It'd be so bad, Raven. Oh, look at this little snuggle bug here. Oh, he's not good. Come on, Raven. Ignore the fat rolls. I'm a caterpillar. Raven, are you gonna talk? Huh? No? Fine. Fine, be that way. For reals, we're moving on. The next name I considered taking on was Rhea. And like Allie, Rhea became a character in a book but she had the name first. I started off wanting to have that name because it's something different from Alex, it's something different from Allie, and it's also a small portion of my name, which is Alexandria. Hence why I get personally offended by being called Alexandra. I'm like, it's Drea. I'm a city. I am multiple cities. Anyhow. But it became awkward because since Rhea, the character, had the name Rhea first, I didn't want to be that author who called themselves after their character or named a character after themselves. That's rude. You don't do that. At least I'm told you shouldn't do that. And I believe what I'm told because I'm gullible as heck. As heck. Alright, next name. Xander. Another small portion of the name that I have. That's my real name. Yeah. Xander. This is the name that Diana, my wife, likes to call me when I'm having particularly masculine days. As I've said in my last top 10, I am non-binary. Some days I feel feminine, some days I feel masculine. We're trying to figure out... We're testing out the idea of having different names for my feelings. And Xander is at the very least a name I enjoy. I really love the name Xander. But we'll see. Right now, I am totally okay with just being Alex or Rowan, which segues me into the next name, Rowan Little. That is my pseudonym, and I picked out this pseudonym because it has personal meaning to me. For one, Rowan was the name of an OC who changed how I saw writing entirely, and you can read about Rowan on my Tabastic series, and he changed so much for me. I adopted his first name. And the last name, Little, is homage to Lewis Carroll's Alice Little. And I love Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland stories are some of my favorite stories. I love throwing normal people into fantastical situations. It is one of the more fun things that I can do when writing a book. And who doesn't love Undertale? Actually, I know quite a few people who don't love Undertale. No judgment. It's a free country. For now. Oh, that's another topic for another video. Anyhow, this one also has to do with title character Rowan. His nickname, and my nickname is T. And once again, I forgot to drink a cup of tea. Because, I'm trying to get this content done, and I just did not take the time to make tea. But yeah. T became my name because originally on Tumblr, when I was on Tumblr, I'm no longer on Tumblr. When I was active on Tumblr, my username was T for a Scripturiant. And I love tea, and a Scripturiant is somebody who has a violent urge to write, which is me in a nutshell. Like, if I'm not writing, there is something wrong with me, and you can assume I'm sick or dying if I'm not at least thinking of writing. It's my therapy, just as animals are my therapy. Right, Raven? No squeak? Can I get a squeak? Can I get a squeak? Thank you. I just scritched his belly, that's all. Now he just is mad at me because I scritched his belly. But I have an addiction to tea. It started when I went to London and somebody was like, here, drink Earl Grey the way we make it. And I'm just like, you mean there's more tea than sweet tea from McDonald's? Mind blown. And it was the start of a forbidden love. Me and tea. Anyhow, next name is Noodle. And I purely got this nickname because I will eat pasta like Italia's Italy. I will eat pasta that much. I'm that person. And my mom likes to joke and say it's because her Sicilian boss imprinted on me while I was in the womb, and that he just somehow, little in utero Alex just sensed his presence and was just like, yes, Italian food, because there's not an Italian thing in my body, okay? There's no Italian in my heritage whatsoever, but I still love eating Italian, like nobody's business. But then it's not just Italian food. I'll eat noodles. Oh, I'll eat noodles of all cultures. I'm noodle inclusive. I'm sorry, that was bad. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. Forgive me, God, for I have sinned. Anyhow. But also noodle juice is the 1920s nickname for tea. So, I can't escape. Final nickname. The final one. Willow. And that is the name of my horse. But for the longest time, because there were multiple Alexes in the high school classes that I took, I did not get called by the name Alex, but instead by Willow, because the most defining thing about me in high school was the fact that I continued to ride horses from the time I was tiny until way beyond high school. And that was just something I was always associated. I was that girl with the horses, that girl who was horse crazy and animal crazy. That was me. And I know, don't you love the snorting? The pollen, it's trying to kill me. It's breaking down the doors as we speak, just looking for me like, hey, we gotta get her. I'm trying to do a creepy voice. It's kind of working. Anyhow. But yeah, for a time I was called Willow. And Willow is not only my horse, but she also became a character of mine. And just, yeah, you can just pretty much assume that all of these names will eventually be tied to a character, except for Alex, because that name is a little too personal for me. And whereas Rowan is personal for me as well, it's personal because I have that tie to that character. And that's a character you'll never have to pay to read for, because I'm not going to make you read a character who has evolved from self-insert to his own thing in the writing journey. I don't believe in making you read my self-inserts. Or making you at least pay for them. That's my personal thing. Anyway, that's my top 10 nicknames. That's how many names I have. So if you hear me refer to myself as Alex, Weasel, Allie Rose, Alley Cat, Xander, Rhea, Willow, any of them? If you hear me refer to myself as any of them? Yeah, that's me. Anyways, if you enjoy my videos and my content, please like and subscribe. Liking will help me in the long run. Subscribing, well, if you want to hear me read stories aloud like the one I just finished, granted you have to be over 18 to watch that. It is age restricted because it's a romance short story. But if you want to get more content like that, and if you want to see more of my animals, such as Raven, who is gone now, he abandoned me, just like my Nana. I'm just kidding. That's bad. Bad. Okay. Anyways, check y'all on the flip. Thank you for watching. Bye.